Hi there, and welcome to A Cup of Sunshine, your one-stop shop for all things simple living, delicious vegan Indian cooking, and healthy lifestyle habits and tricks. So in this video, we're going to be covering the topic of meal prep through vegan Indian wraps. I'm a university student, so meal prep is the way to go, and I can vouch for these wraps. So stick around for the rest of these recipes, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
So let's get started. Our first recipe is a sweet potato and pea wrap. And remember, all of our recipes are going to be available in a free PDF in the description below. So for this, you will need half a teaspoon oil, half teaspoon paprika powder, half teaspoon turmeric, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, and 3/4 teaspoon salt. Tomatoes and spring onions for garnish, half cup onions, half cup green peas, which are packed with protein, 1 cup boiled sweet potato, 1 teaspoon lime juice, and 1 teaspoon ginger paste, and fresh cilantro for garnish. So to start off, we add some oil to a non-stick pan and add our onions to caramelize. We want to saute them till they're brown and caramelized on medium heat, and this should take about 5 minutes. You really want to make sure that the onions have that strong caramelized flavor because it really enhances the dish overall. Now we add our sweet potato, which we had boiled before. And finally, we add our green peas, which are absolutely packed with protein and flavor and are a great way to get those greens in. We mix well to combine, and to this we add our ginger paste, along with all of our spices. One of my favorite things about Indian cooking is all of the colors and the spices, so I think this is definitely my favorite part. Once we've added all of our spices, we mix well to combine and make sure that all of the flavors are infused, and to this we add our lime juice. Now moving on to our chutney or our sauce, we're gonna need half a cup of vegan yogurt of your choice, half a cup of coriander leaves, and salt to taste. We just add everything to a blender, add some water, and blend to a smooth sauce-like consistency. And now we're ready to assemble. So for our assembly, we're just gonna stick with some sliced tomatoes, spring onions, the sauce we just made, and greens of your choice. We use spinach here. So we start by lining our wrap with our sauce, adding our greens, adding the filling we just prepared, topping it with some fresh cut tomato, as well as spring onions for that extra crunch element, and finally topping with some fresh cilantro and more of that sauce. We finally roll it up and we're ready to serve. Our second recipe is a tofu masala wrap, which is our take on a paneer masala, and it's absolutely packed with protein and flavor and has to be my favorite wrap of these three. So for this, we will need half cup each of yellow and red bell peppers, as well as a cup of chopped tofu into about 1/2 inch cubes, half a cup mushroom, half a cup onion, 1 teaspoon lime, half teaspoon paprika, half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon turmeric powder, and 1 tablespoon of kasuri methi, which is optional, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, and finally half a cup of vegan yogurt. So to the yogurt, you want to add about 2 tablespoons of water, and you mix well to combine so that it forms a sauce-like consistency. This is essentially our marinade that we're going to be making. To this, we finally add our ginger and garlic paste and mix well. And here we've added a little bit more water because we realized that the consistency wasn't right. And finally, we add all of our spices. So we started out with 1 tablespoon of kasuri methi, which is optional and available at any Indian grocery store, half teaspoon of turmeric, half teaspoon of paprika powder, and half teaspoon of salt. And then we go ahead and we mix everything well to combine. This is essentially a marinade, and we want to leave it for at least 4 hours to let all of these beautiful flavors kick in and infuse. And finally, we add some lime juice on top. And to this, we gently add our tofu and fold it over to make sure that everything is covered. And finally, we add our mushrooms and combine everything to make sure everything is coated in our marinade. In the meanwhile, we saute onions by adding some oil to a non-stick pan. We add our bell peppers, our red and our yellow bell peppers, and we want to cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes. We still want to keep that crunch element, which will complement our dish perfectly. Once our tofu is done marinating, we add the marinated tofu and mushroom pieces along with the marinade sauce and cook on slow heat for about 5 minutes. The tofu will start to caramelize a little and you'll see the marinade bubbling, which smells absolutely heavenly. And slowly you'll see the marinade getting absorbed within the tofu. Then you can add all of your veggie mix of your bell peppers and onions and mix everything well to combine. Finally, we're ready to wrap it all up and assemble our wrap. So I lay out a bed of lettuce and add our freshly marinated tofu, as well as freshly sliced tomato, chopped fresh cilantro, and of course spring onions. We attempt to wrap it, which didn't turn out very well, so we added some toothpicks for extra support, and our wrap is ready. Lastly, we have a pea and mushroom wrap. For this you will need 1/2 cup peas, 1/2 cup sliced onions, 1 cup mushroom, 1 teaspoon ginger, 1 teaspoon garlic paste, 1 teaspoon vegetable oil, a 1/4 teaspoon red chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon turmeric powder, and 1 teaspoon coriander powder. You know the drill by now. We add some oil to a non-stick pan and caramelize our onions, sauteing them for about 4 to 5 minutes until they're brown and delicious. To this we add both of our ginger and garlic paste and we mix well to combine. Finally, we add our mushrooms as well as our green peas. Mushrooms and peas are packed with protein and a great option for wrap fillings. We mix well to combine and add all of our beautiful Indian spices. We fold in our spice mix and we want to cook it for about 5 minutes on slow heat until the mushrooms and peas are well cooked and fully infused with these flavors. And now we're ready to assemble. So we use the same ingredients as we did before. The green of our choice is a bed of lettuce, and to this we add the filling that we just prepared. Top it up with some freshly sliced tomato as well as some fresh coriander or cilantro leaves. Add some spring onions once again for that crunch element, and top it up with a generous serving of the chutney we had made. So now once again we are ready to wrap. This wrap looks absolutely beautiful, and folding it got a little bit messy, but we managed. And there we have it, 3 delicious, protein-packed, amazing vegan recipes that are great for meal prep and great to grab with you on the go.
So that's a wrap for today. We really hope you enjoyed this video. We promise these recipes won't disappoint and they'll become a weekly staple in your house. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. It really means a lot to us. And don't forget to subscribe for your daily dose of sunshine. Until we meet again, bye.